I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa. And don't it feel good? Hey. Sing it, Celeste.
Nah, I'm good.
Hi guys, welcome back. My name's Shaq. We got Zeke from BreakThru. We got a special guest. It's Angus from Triple J.
Can you believe it?
Oh my god, we've got a major guest here.
So Angus, we got a couple questions for you. How did you get into doing radio?
Radio. Well, back in the day, a long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away.
This ain't Star Wars, mate.
Yep, exactly. Star Wars on the Central Coast. I got into radio because when I was in high school, I used to catch a taxi to school because I was in the learning support class, and that was something we were able to do. And every morning, my taxi driver listened into a breakfast show, which was Rabbit and Julie Goodwin. And I just remember listening to it and hearing how much fun they were having and, you know, having a good laugh and playing some great music. And then when I was in year 11, one of the electives was a subject called entertainment.
That's what I did.
Oh, no way. That's so sick. And I remember the teacher was talking about, you know, the career paths that could come out of it. And he mentioned radio. And I was like, wait, so you mean that I could do what they do and have fun and play music every morning? That would be sick.
Yeah.
And that's how it started pretty much.
It's round 2 with Angus. And,
Ding ding!
And one of our first questions is that I myself interviewed or auditioned for the Assembly for season 2. And how was your process? How did you feel your process went?
Yeah, that's the thing with TV, isn't it? It's quite a process and you're never quite sure if you're what they're looking for or not. I remember when I applied for the Assembly season 1, I really wasn't sure that I would be moving past sending a video into them. And then I got the thing back saying, hey, we'd like you to do a Zoom interview. And then I did that. And then I got the email a couple of weeks later saying, hey, we'd love you to come in and do a screen test with us. And then I did that. And for the screen test, they got you to interview the producer of the show, Mel. So she asked me a couple of questions about my life and my interests. And then I had to ask her a couple of questions about herself and her life. And I thought to myself, okay, I'm going to ask a couple of in-depth ones and try and stand out a bit. And it felt like it went well, but then I really got in my own head. I was saying to myself things like, all right, well, you know, I'm probably not what they're looking for. I remember on the day after I did the screen test, the casting director came up to me and said, oh, we just want to let you know that if you don't make it onto the show, it's not because you did anything wrong. It's just because we're looking for a good mixture of people. We want a really diverse cast. And I thought to myself, well, damn, I'm white, I'm a man, I'm 25. The only thing that sets me apart is my autism, and everyone's autistic on this show.
Oh, yeah.
I'm screwed.
Yeah.
But then I got the call from them saying that they'd love to have me on the show, and I was really surprised. And it kind of got pointed out to me that, you know, I did have something that set me apart, and that was, I guess I was a little bit more extroverted than some of the cast, and yeah, that's probably why they picked me. So it was quite a process. It took a couple of months to get done, but it really was worth it. How far did you get into it?
I applied the first round, and then I got put to the meeting with the casting director, and then we weren't even done with my interview with her, and she was like, you automatically made it to the last stage.
Wow.
That was really cool. And then I made it to the last stage, had a screen testing with the producer, and she then I didn't get through, sadly, but yeah, you know, but it was really cool to see that side of how it works and how things how that
Yeah, and hey, if you get the chance to apply for the next season, maybe you know how it works now, so you'll be ahead of everyone else.
Yeah.
Like when did you learn that you had autism?
Oh, that's a fantastic question.
When did you?
I got diagnosed with autism when I was 6 years old.
Okay.
So very early on in life. It was kind of between moving from preschool to primary school.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I remember, like, towards the end of my time at preschool, there was a lady that was just kind of like spending a lot of time with me.
Yeah.
And I remember she had a notepad and
Okay.
was asking me questions about my interests and stuff and
Okay.
writing things down. And I thought that she just was like a friend.
Yeah.
But turns out, in hindsight, she was there to diagnose me, basically.
Oh yeah.
And so I found out I had something called Asperger's syndrome,
Okay.
which is now just a part of the ASD umbrella. It's all called autism spectrum disorder now.
Oh yeah.
And then a few years ago, I found out I've also got ADHD,
Oh yeah. What's that stands for?
attention deficit hyperactive disorder.
Oh yeah.
And it basically is quite similar to autism.
Okay.
It's a neurological disorder,
Yeah.
but it means that you've got not the greatest attention span,
Yeah.
and you can get super duper excited super duper easily. And it can be a bit much for other people, but that's why you got to surround yourself with the people that accept
Yeah.
you for who you are.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
Do you have autism?
Yeah, like I was diagnosed with autism. I think by the time I was about 3 to 4 years old at the time.
Oh, you were quite early as well.
Yeah, so it was think about 3 to 4. I think 2 to 3 years old. I was diagnosed with autism.
Nice.
Autism, and I also have another disability called developmental delay. So developmental delay. So like, it wasn't easy to learn new things, learn new things, especially with developmental delay. So like. Even though I was born healthy like other people, but like it really, like I didn't know that I will have difficulties like learning new things compared to other kids, compared to other kids that have disability and autism like me, like somebody.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I love that. It's very important to grow up with that sort of support.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was very lucky I had that support.
Yeah, it wasn't easy it wasn't easy to have support growing up, especially with autism and developmental delay. So it wasn't easy.
For sure.
Easy at first, especially because.
And it's a lot easier when you get diagnosed early on as well, because you kind of know how to deal with it.
I know many kids who's diagnosed with developmental delay and autism. Like, it's not easy for them to learn new things, like compared to other kids. So. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy for me at first, especially growing up at the early age, So, but I think but in the years to follow, growing up, I started to develop. I started to adapt that. So to learn new things about anything. So yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that. You seem so positive about it now.
Oh yeah.
What advice would you give for people going into
Great
video?
question.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Great question.
Oh, that's a lovely question. I'd say the best advice is to follow what you're passionate about. If you do something that you're interested in, it doesn't feel like work. You don't want to get stuck doing something that bores you and that you don't want to really spend a long time doing. And if you want to follow something that you're interested in, my best advice is to talk to people. Even though it's very scary, it's all about not quite what you know, even though that's very helpful. It's more about who you know. And the more people you talk to, the more chance you have of finding the right person who can help you take the next step and get you to where you want to be. I mean, it worked for me. I talked to people and I found my way all the way at Triple J now. So
Amazing.
as scary as it is to get out there and connect with people, it's probably the best advice I can give you if you want to do what you want to do.
Amazing. Thanks so much for coming on
Thanks
today,
for coming
dude. We've really had such a fun time hanging out with
Thanks
you.
for having me.
Thanks for listening to an episode of Beanbag Yarns, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Go to Thunder.
Go the Sixers!